Hello, welcome to the BBB Show. I'm your host, Morgan Reed, and today we have three special guests who all start out with an unattainable American dream. Today they share their stories of overcoming obstacles in order to find the true American dream of having a family who supports you. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Gatsby, our first guest. Hello, Mr. Gatsby.
Hi, how are you?
Good. So everyone is really curious about Daisy and that relationship. Was it based off true love or just the money?
I fell in love with Daisy at a young age and couldn't afford to take care of her. So I went away to war to make money in order to provide for her. When I saw her again, I knew that I had to be with her. So I bought that house just so that Daisy would be just across the bay. All of the wealth that I had achieved for myself went into getting her attention, so she would realize she could have the life she always wanted with me.
In the beginning of the book, how would you describe your American dream?
In the beginning, my mindset was business. I wanted to make enough money to be wealthy and be a part of the new money social class. Money was what drove me to my American dream, because I wanted to be viewed by society as successful. When I was younger, my family was poor, and I knew I didn't fit in, so I had to make a choice to leave my family in pursuit of being successful.
What challenges did you encounter in pursuit of your American dream?
When my mentor, Dan Cody, died, I inherited $25,000, but unfortunately, his mistress, Ella Kay, stole money from me. I had to start all over on my own, which is why I went into business with Meyer Wilshire. I was also surprised to find that Daisy was married to Tom when I came back from the war. She was everything that I had, and Tom was standing in the way of me.
Do you think you were successful in attaining your American dream? Or money? Or did you have to change it?
When I was talking to my dear friend Nick, he told me I wasn't able to repeat the past. And I said, "Can't repeat the past?" Why, of course you can. I was very poor when I first fell in love with Daisy. But now that I had the money to support her, I hope our relationship could begin where it left off. I realized that I was never enough for Daisy. Money became unimportant to me, and I realized all I wanted was her, despite all the wealth I had. One night, Nick told me that he saw me reaching out towards a green light, and that green light became my new American dream of creating a family with Daisy.
Thank you so much for being on my show, Gatsby. We wish you all the best and hope that one day you achieve your dream of having a family.
Thank you so much for having me.
When we come back, another infamous character from Raisin in the Sun will reveal his American dream. Now we're here with Walter, the man of the house and Raisin of the Sun. Hello, Walter. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. We are so happy to have you here today, Walter. We just talked to Mr. Gatsby, who explained to us his American dream. And we are all wondering, Walter, what is your American dream?
Well, as I said to my son, you wouldn't understand yet, son, but your daddy's going to make a transaction, a business transaction, that's going to change our lives. I believe that being successful and owning a business will make me a happier person so that I can buy luxury items for my family.
So your American dream was owning that liquor store. What challenges did you face while trying to obtain this dream? Were these challenges the norm for this era? Did these norms affect your ability to achieve the American dream?
Yes, my dream was having that liquor store, but I never seemed to have enough money to buy it. You see, my mama decided to give me money to invest in the liquor store, but also enough money to put into my sister's college fund. As a stupid man I was, I took that money she was supposed to save and bought that liquor store. Days later, I found out that one of my friends stole all of my money from me. Mama asked, "Is it gone, son? I gave you $6,500. Is it gone?" But it was money too. That broke my heart, and I almost didn't want to tell her the truth. But I had to tell her, yes, all of it was gone.
Do you think that the way you were brought up and raised in this world played a part in your ability to achieve your dream?
Definitely. I was raised in a poor family and also wanted better for my own. But this world that we live in, where segregation and racism exists, it is really hard to be treated equal. That is why I wanted that liquor store. because those outside forces made me want more from my family.
So everyone's dying to know if you were successful in having your American dream of money. What did you have to sacrifice in order to achieve the ultimate American dream?
I unfortunately was not successful since my friend took all of my money. Not being successful in my American dream made me change my outlook on what my American dream was. I realized that family is more important than money, and that they would always be there for me no matter what happened. One particular man made me realize I only needed my family, Mr. Lindner. I called him over and told him that we had decided to move into our house because my father built that house brick by brick. I had to sacrifice my dream of owning that liquor store and my desire for success. There were some hard sacrifices, but they all are what drove me to achieve my American dream.
That was touching. Thanks for being on the show, Walter. It seems like you have been through a lot, but we all hope you and your family have a bright future in your new house. Now let's bring out our next guest and final guest, Jack.
Hi there.
Hi, morning, Jack. How's your family? Has your family finally come in from Poland?
Good. And not yet, but I have received letters saying that they have made it to the States and are on their way.
Well, let's cut right to it. I'm curious to know what your American dream was.
Family has always been important to me. When the Depression struck, my family and I, we had a really hard time adjusting, and we struggled to have enough money to put food on the table. And since both Stanley and I lost our jobs, earning money was the only thing that was on my mind. I remember telling my wife that I can't get by without that extra $25 a week. I can't pay rent and insurance and food and clothing for 7 people, which really worried her, but I knew that my family would come together to find a way to make money.
The Depression was definitely a hard time for many families. Do you think that that is why your one desire was to have money to survive?
Morals were hard to stick to in times like the Depression because needs and wants conflicted each other. And of course, I wanted my family to be better off, but that's how life was. All of us had to make sacrifices. Look at Stanley. He had to give up school and a better future for himself in order to keep us afloat. I had to man 2 jobs, keep a good source of money flow.
What sacrifices do you think that you faced while facing the Great Depression?
Well, Morgan, when my son Stanley lost his job, I was really worried that he wouldn't get that extra $17. And then he explained to me that he was only standing up for one of his co-workers. In my family, pride and judgment are the foundation that makes us good people. So when Stanley said, "Except I'll have to discuss it with Pop, I know we need the money," to his younger brother Eugene, he knew that I was going to tell him to go back to work and apologize. In that moment in time, I had to sacrifice what I thought was right with the right need for money.
Ultimately, what changed your American dream? I do remember you saying it was money. What is it now?
Family. There was an explosion in the house full of emotion and hidden truth. But when every one of us was finally lost our dream, that's when all the tension was lost, and we were able to see that family is the one thing that will always be. I will admit I was scared, but I now know that as long as we have each other, we can figure it out. We have family from Poland that can work. Stanley will go back to work, and I will eventually find another job. This Great Depression is only temporary. We will make it through this if we have each other.
Thank you for coming out here today. That's all the time we have for you, but remember that when you think that the world is against you, that you have the people you can turn to, people who love you, and that they will always be the people to help you out of any struggle you face. You can call those people your family until tomorrow. Thanks for joining us on BBB.
Not successful since my friend took all of my money. Stop laughing. Stop laughing, please.
I'm trying.
She's a troublemaker.
Thank you.
And my American dream made me change.
Oh, hi, Kendall.
Okay, just stop it. Okay.